this as my makeup bag ever since I got it this year, and I got it off of Amazon, which my storefront will be linked in the description. But it is held up really well. And I just have all of my makeup in here. I love the cute little ears and the bow that come with this bag. It is so adorable. So I can just grab out of it. I also have these cute little butterfly hair clips today, just to pin back some of my hair while I put on my makeup. There we go. Struggled with like how I was gonna make this video because it's such a like shocking topic. I feel like, especially for me, the last couple of months, you know, I've been going through it really honestly, just mental health wise and goal wise, and just kind of like what direction I'm trying to go in life right now. I feel like that's relatable to a lot of people my age right now, or even just any age. I feel like the state of everything is just complete chaos all the time, and it's been a lot, you guys, so I've been trying to keep it together. If I cry in this video, you know, I've been going through it. So we are gonna start with the e.l.f. Or I'm sorry, I said e.l.f. Oh my gosh, e.l.f. is cancelled. I'm just kidding. The milk primer. So this is the Hydro Milk Primer. Love this stuff. Two little pumps. But yeah, I really love this primer. It's so sticky and it like just does really good with the skin. You'll hear how like tacky it is. It's so good. Literally love it. Anyways, I guess I could stop avoiding it, but I quit my job. Yeah, so let's take a moment for that. Yes, so I am unemployed right now, which I know might sound shocking to all of you. Honestly, my last day was September 12th, and these past 2 weeks I've kind of just been like, is this real? Like, just adapting because I've never like not had a job like literally since I was 15, so it's just kind of like, oh, whoa, what happened? And I'm still trying to process it myself, but you know, life happens, and I feel like it's been happening at this job, which this is why it's so hard to talk about, because it wasn't even really the job. Like, the job itself was not difficult, and that's not why I decided to step away. The reason why I decided to step away is because at the end of last year, like so around last October and early this year, they have had a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of leadership changes, and it has really, really torn my department down. It's not even really just me that got affected by this. Pretty much half of the people that I left training with 2 years ago are gone. Like, they just, you know, the retention of this job is just, it's non-existent now. So they have literally turned my job into like a revolving door, like starter position, and it's so sad to see like how leadership can really, really just change a workplace entirely. So I used to love my job. Like, when I started, I was so excited about the role. I was so excited. We had great leadership. Like, our VP was amazing, very hands-on in the office, would talk to anybody regardless of like your status or whatever. Such a nightmare since last October, and I've been really trying to like hang in there, because I mean, I'm sure y'all are aware this economy is not the best, especially in the job market department, and that was my number one thing, you know, like, I have to stay at this job, and that is what I kept telling myself, that I have to stay at this job. And there was no end date, there was no goal anymore, there was no like future career goals. Like, it felt like it was just dead in the water, and that I've just been stagnant since January. And I have been through, I believe, 5 managers. 5 since January 2025. That's not even including the 2 I had before in 2024. So that's a total of 7 managers within 8 months. That's crazy. So, yeah, this has been a really, really hard decision for me, but I know that, you know, when I was so stressed, like to the point to where my hair was falling out, like my literal hair was falling out, in clumps, and my rosacea and my eczema were so bad, I started getting psoriasis breakouts on my scalp. I literally never ate lunch anymore because I was so overworked from previous people quitting this year, and they didn't hire enough people to cover, so guess who got all of that work? Yeah, me. So it's been a nightmare. I have been sticking it out, like I said, since January, because every manager was like, oh, it's just temporary, like it's gonna change, like something's gonna break through, like don't worry about it. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, for the first couple of months, I was like, okay, it makes sense, like surely they wouldn't expect me to do this like forever, because I was doing like 3 people's jobs at once. Obviously, it didn't get better, so treated like a senior specialist and like in my role. And you know, I kept telling them, I even went to HR. By the way, HR is not for the employee, it's for the company. So that literally went nowhere. I had a new coworker come in because, like I said, they turned this into a revolving door position because instead of addressing the issue, what does a large corporation do? Just ignore it and throw it on somebody else. So that's exactly what they did to me. I had a new coworker come in and felt so bad for her. Like, they literally, like, she made it out of training, which was like a month and a half, right? Threw her like the hardest hotels ever, and she didn't know what was going on, right? Because she's new, and she literally would like come into the office early, stay late, wouldn't even take a lunch. Like, it was awful. And you know, I felt bad, like, because she sat right next to me, and I was like, look, girl, I can tell you're stressed, and you should be taking lunch. Like, you shouldn't be, like, overworking yourself like this. Like, take it from somebody like me who did that. Don't do that, because they don't care about you, I promise. And it's not gonna go anywhere. So, I just remember, I think my last straw of, like, quitting my job and knowing that I'm done. Like, I am done with this. Like, I can't come here anymore. It's so toxic. Was when I was on a call in the office, surrounded by everybody, and the new girl that was next to me literally was so stressed that she felt like she couldn't go to the bathroom because she had no time and she was on a call. And she relieved herself right next to me, 2 feet away. And I say that with such, like, you know, I don't like telling people's business or anything, but for me, immediately I was like, what are we doing here? Like, what is the point to life anymore? Like, if you feel like you literally cannot even step away from your desk to go to the bathroom, which is a human right. She ended up leaving the job. I talked to her about taking FMLA and short-term disability because she did have, like, I ended up talking to her after that and, like, saying, hey, like, if you need any help or anything, like, just let me know. Like, I won't tell anyone what happened. Like, that's just between me and you. Like, when that happened, I was just shocked, for one, and for two, I wanted to make sure she was okay. So I talked to her afterwards, and I think she went to HR and explained that her manager had threatened to put her on a performance improvement plan if she wasn't able to meet expectations, which she clearly was meeting expectations. It wasn't her fault that, like, her hotels were, you know, demanding. She was doing the best that she could, and she had no support, which is literally what our managers are there for. Like, their entire job is to support us. Like, if we can't get to an email fast enough, like, you know what I mean? So clearly it was actually on her leadership why, you know, and it's just, it was heartbreaking, honestly, to go through that and know that, like, my company that I worked for, my department, failed this person, like, entirely, like, failed them. And it's just, and they don't even care. They don't care. So it's just crazy. That was the moment that I was like, this is not it's just really sad. It's honestly really sad to talk about. So, yeah, my last day was September 12th. I decided that it is not worth my health anymore to stay at that job because they clearly don't care, like whether I go to HR, whether I tell them straight to their face, whether I send it in an email, it didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter. Nothing was changing. So I had to save myself, and so glad I did, because apparently it has only gotten worse. My coworker, who I started with at the same time, she still works there, but she actually just got back from a leave of absence because she did have some health issues. She's older, she's around like 56 or 7, I believe. And she had to take some time off, but she said, honestly, nothing has changed, and if anything, it's just gotten worse to the point to where, like, they're just not even addressing issues anymore. Like, they just don't care. So I think, honestly, ever since I've, left my job, a lot of, like, life issues that I've been having improved significantly. So yes, I'm sad that I don't have a job right now, but I know that it was a very good decision for me, because I wasn't eating lunch, I wasn't eating breakfast. I would literally come home after work, gorge on food, like totally bad food, and then I would just go to sleep, and then I would dread the next day. Like, it was so awful. Like, I would start getting really irritated at home for no reason. I would pick fights with my boyfriend, my mom. Like, it was just, I was starting to become an awful person. And I'm telling y'all, like, yeah, is it scary that I don't have insurance anymore, or I have a paycheck? Hell yeah. But what's even scarier is watching me become someone I couldn't even recognize anymore, and pushing away literal friends and family because of it. So it is definitely going to be a life change, but I just have to keep moving forward and know that this is just a new season in my life. And honestly, as humans, we're not really, we're not built to sit at a desk for 8+ hours a day. Like, we're not built for that. Like, it's just, corporate life is awful. It's mentally taxing, it's emotionally taxing, it's physically taxing. It's so bad. And you know what? I tried it. And maybe if the leadership was different, or maybe if they even acknowledged, like, the half of the stuff that I was going through, would have made the world of a difference. But instead, it's like they were gaslighting me, and it's just, I just stopped telling them what was wrong. Like, it didn't matter what I said. So I think, honestly, from what I've heard as well from other people that are still there, who honestly do have to stick it out, which is very unfortunate. It's not gotten any better. So I think I just have to remind myself that, better things are coming for me, and honestly, I'm just so grateful that I don't have like freaking panic attacks anymore. Like just thinking about like going to bed or losing sleep over, you know, some made up number or metric or goal that they have in mind for this quarter, like whatever it was. Like it's just, it's so freeing. Like this is not all that there is to life. I know I made a good decision for me. Now, am I going to be faced with more challenges? Yeah, but I think right now, like, anything is better than staying in the same toxic place that I was. So, I'm just happy we're going to move forward, but this is the Tarte palette, by the way, and it's so pretty. It actually came in a pack of 3, and I got it on TikTok Shop, so it's really cute. But I love the packaging. It's so cool. I think the hardest part for me was at the very end, so the last couple months of my employment, you know, at my job. I was fighting back and forth with myself, like, oh, I'm gonna put my 2 weeks in today, or oh, it's not that bad, or oh, like, it would flip-flop every day. It was like I was like 2 different people every week, and that is really, really toxic and taxing on somebody. So I think, you know, with just the events that happened at the very end, and then, you know, my boyfriend literally saying, hey, like, I don't think it's good that you are forming bad habits, like spending a lot of money on stuff you don't like, eating really bad food right before you try to go to sleep, staying up all night, having the night sweats, losing your hair. Like, he was like, this is more than just like you know, this is more than just you having a hard time right now. Like, this is an intense amount of stress that you're going through. And once he literally told me, like, this is not, like, you know, I don't know if we could continue like this, I was like, this is really bad. Like, this is really bad. And that kind of hit me too, because, you know, he didn't deserve, like, the attitude that I was giving him when I came home. Like, he didn't deserve, like, you know, me breaking down and crying every other night and, like, having panic attacks. Like, you know, like, obviously he wanted to support my decisions, but when he could see me that, like, affected by my job, he was like, I just don't think this is gonna last very much longer, you know, if it keeps going this way. And I'm like, damn, I don't blame you. Like, there was a lot of days that I didn't even like myself, like, at all. Like, I had terrible thoughts, awful thoughts. Like, so I think it was just really hard. You know, I went to therapy as well. I've been going to therapy, and, you know, the things that I was telling her, she was like, look, I know that you don't want to quit your job, obviously, because of the income and, like, the self-sustainability, but you have to look at what your life is as a whole. And she was like, straight up, do you like your life? Like, is this something that you want to do forever? Is this how you want to feel forever? And I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I didn't even want to do it the next day. So I was like, something's got to change. And if my job and my department and ship won't change, then I have to take myself out of the equation. Because I mentally and physically could not do it anymore. So, here I am. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade color. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Look how pigmented that is. Wow. That is so pretty. Hardest part was telling like my mom and my family, because to a lot of people, success, especially for my family, looks like getting a typical corporate job, getting a 9 to 5, going to work every day, putting your time in. That's it. Like, that was their goal for me. That's all they cared about. Like, I was the first person in my family to go to a major university and get a bachelor's degree. I was the first woman, the first grandchild, the first daughter, like the first person in my family. So there was a lot of pressure all of my life to be successful, get a 9 to 5. That's it. And when I realized, like, being in this job, I had to realize that I have to start living my life for me. Because even though I don't want to disappoint my family or disappoint myself, success can look different to everybody, and I feel like it is my responsibility now to find out also thought about a couple of other roles, like honestly, maybe HR or something along those lines. But I really kind of just realized I don't really like being in an office. So I also looked into maybe esthetician, but I don't know. The sky is limitless for me right now. So I'm kind of just open to looking at career paths and figuring out what I really want to do. I think it was definitely my time to go. And I'm excited, nervous, hopeful, a little bit scared about what is gonna happen. But I think staying positive, obviously, being able to enjoy the process right now, and liking myself again, doing things that I like to do, like go play tennis or make a meal, just focusing on the positives in my life right now is what has really gotten me through it. So look how pretty this lipstick color is. It's so cute. I literally have not worn this dark of a lipstick in forever. So I feel like it looks a little dramatic on me, but honestly, I'll probably include a picture of my outfit that I'm wearing. It'll make more sense. I'm wearing a black dress. How my eyeshadow turned out, I feel like my eyes are super, super bold, which is awesome. I love that. I feel like it looks really good.